Welcome to another Saba story. We're just gonna get started here really quick. Pull up chat. Hope you guys having a good Easter Sunday. Oops, I do have crystal fly trap. Alright. I should. Okay, let's see. Thanks for the lurks, Arita. Hope you're having a good Easter Sunday. Let me see over here. Yeah, we should, since we collected this, we should deploy Crystal Fly as well as Parametric, which I will put a whole bunch of carrots and radishes. There we go. We do have quite a bit of resident burn. I think we want to actually. I think we have one more weekly boss we haven't done today this week, so let's do that first. I believe this is the team I've been using. Maybe I'll put Barbara instead. Away, welcome in, Brushy. We're just finishing up our weekly bosses here. Deadlier monsters coming. No, not like this. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Alright. I think that's the last weekly boss. Too bad didn't really get anything. Ooh. I got so much exploration to do still, but Star Rail first, huh? Gotta finish the weeklies. Let's see. I only have like 10% more exploration to get to like 80 though. So it shouldn't take like too long. And just map exploration. Does Star Rail have map exploration too? I guess there's like story progression and stuff, but and I guess events. But at least from what I understand, like it's not as like intensive like the exploration in Star Rail. Yeah, it's not open world. So there's some exploration, but not like open world type exploration. I'm guessing more like maybe it's more like corridors or like domain type exploration, I guess. Kinari is actually going to be level 90. Can you believe it? He's only like 10,000 away. We got him in 5.0 and it looks like he'll be level 90 in 5.5. Not too long actually. It only takes you 5 patches to get from level 89 to 90. It's like 5 times 6 weeks per patch, so I would say like 1.5 months. So about 7.5 months. Well, it's already been 7.5 months. Is that right? Yeah, I guess it has already been 7.5 months. Wow, that's crazy. Or almost there. Because 5.0 must have released sometime in September or August. And I guess, yeah, it has been almost 7 months now. Makes you wonder why you even get XP in open world. Because we get, because they're gonna level up to 90. See? If I had leveled up Tignari to 90, I would have wasted all of that EXP that I'm like literally collecting. Would have just gone straight to waste. And how much XP did I gain 547,200 XP. Wow. That's a lot. And I think a book is like 1,000, right? If I'm not wrong. Maybe it's 10,000. I don't remember. Like an XP book is like, say the biggest one is 20,000. So quick maths. I've saved 27 heroes' wits. It's honestly like not too bad. It's not the same. I'm saying like no one has waited 6 months to go from 89 to 90. If so much XP is required, then we should proportionally gain more XP through killing mobs, doing domains. Yeah, I don't know why they don't really give XP for doing domains. I feel like they should definitely give XP doing domains. Well, to be fair, no one actually goes to 89 or 90, right? Like most people leave it at 80 and just call it good. I've seen a lot of accounts where like some of their characters are like 81 and 82 just because they stopped at 80. So and I don't and it's not true that no one waits 6 months to go from 89 to 90 either. There are a lot of people who don't level up to 90. They might stop at 80 or like 81 or 85 or even 89 like I do. And I think there are generally very few people who actually take it all the way to 90. It's mostly like people who have been around for a long time with a lot of resources. I think the majority of folks recognize that the resource cost of going from 80 to 90 is just not as not very worth it compared to like other characters you could level up. So, and also like talents are probably more important than going from 80 to 90. It's mandatory to be 90 for a certain element in Pedro. It's not mandatory though. Like, it's actually not mandatory. You could honestly live with like 89 for sure. I know there's some like if you use like EM based reactions, sure it's good to have a 90, but 89 is it's good enough. You know, like the marginal increase from 89 to 90 is like is so marginal. Like that, you know, at that point, you know, at that point you just increase your skill a little bit and it'll take you over the edge basically. Like going from 89 to 90 is not going to get you from 33 to 36 stars. 100%. 100% not. So I don't think that's like a you know what do we call that, like a power spike? That's not a power spike. The power spike is like going from 80 to 89 or like going from ascending at 80 or just leveling your talents. There's like a lot bigger of a power spike there, so I have yet to see someone who has been like oh I couldn't clear it because my characters was one level short. Yep. I was one level short of 90 and that's what made all the difference. No, that's it never happened. But I also think for most characters that's probably fine. There were a lot of HP scaling characters in Fontaine, that's why it like skewed it a little bit. But I think now we're back to the, you know, level 80 is fine kind of meta. I don't think any of the current meta characters necessarily need to be the level 90 by any means, so. I think a lot of people still have Farina, but Farina is not like super necessary. I heard in May, June they will have an Inazuma Chronicle Wish. Ooh. I just hope they give an Inazuma free 4-star selector. It does sound like if they're running a Chronicle Wish, we might have a nice Inazuma selector. Because I definitely want my Shinobu. I feel like Chronicle Wishes are a scam though, like just in general. Another banner to skip Yoimiya on? Yeah, exactly. Because like after like all the power creep, like why would you even want older characters anymore? Like not only the fact that we know that power creep has already happened, but we know that for a fact that it's gonna keep happening. Yo, if you Imaginarium gave me brain damage. Damn, I missed out on Goro and I want him. Goro is free though, true. Oh no. Did you miss that event? There was like an Inazuma event where we got him for free. I think it was like one of the Arataki music events where we had like we were singing on stage with Ito. That was funny. You understand the number of people that character for who they are rather than their place in the meta? No, I'm 100% sure there are people who will pull for like Chronicle Wish, but they've sort of like come to terms with the fact that they're already good with the meta. Like they can do 36-star with their current roster. And so they're making a sacrifice, basically, to pull for characters they want. But they totally understand that it's not worth it. Like, 100%. They totally understand that from a meta perspective, it's not worth it. They're just making that sacrifice because they like the character. It's like for me, like I could pull Chiori, but with the understanding that like I wouldn't like really ever use her much. So but I think there's definitely that group of people, but that group of people's it's not as strong driver of a demand as meta for sure. 'Cause at the end of the day, people like the feeling of like losing out on this or like content is probably bigger than like losing out on like your favorite character. Mostly because people's preferences are different, you know? But meta is meta. Like, everybody generally agrees on what the meta is, but everybody has different sort of tastes. So the demand is more spread out if you're looking at, like, personal preferences. Whereas for, like, demand for meta is sort of concentrated, because everybody wants the meta characters. I only started playing, like, 7 months ago. Oh no. I missed out on Furina in order to get C1 Rio, no regrets. Rio's not bad. He's pretty cool, actually. I would think they work pretty well together, though. I don't think I want Sitlali, but if Sarisa comes out first, I'm going for her instead. I think we'll definitely get a Sitlali rerun before Sarisa comes out. Probably in like 5.7 or 5.8. That's my hunch. Sitlali's also a good pickup, I think. If only we knew what Sarisa looked like, Bronya XP. He won't come back until 2026. Meanwhile, Furina will come back before December. True? Yeah, Rio doesn't really come back very often. They generally, like, even Mihoyo knows this, right? They generally tend to run the more meta characters more often. Anyone who's more meta just tends to be run more often. Could you imagine if like they released Mavika and then never reran her for like forever, like or like another 10 patches? That wouldn't fly, right? So She looks like me, but with white hair and a giant glowing staff. Wait, Sarita. You think she's gonna be a catalyst user? When was Yelan last rerun? I'm not sure. I want to say like not too long ago though. But then again, Yelan is not really better anymore, right? She's still good, but she's really high in the meta. Yeah, I mean she's still good, but I don't think she's like in the top meta anymore. Because you could just sub her out for Xingqiu and call it good. You know? Like, if Yelan, right? Don't get me wrong. If Yelan wasn't Yelan, but was actually just Xingqiu, she would probably be at the same usage rate. That's not gonna lie. Imagine if Yelan was just all she had was all of Xingqiu skills instead. She would still be just as used. It's kind of funny if I think about it. Now she has that super speed. That is true. Maybe keep her super speed skill, and then she'll be more used in exploration. Current meta is Silali. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm pretty sure Yelan will come back at some point when Abyss becomes more vape focused. But I think it's been a while. There were like these Chinese like meta Yelan teams where they ran like Yelan with Jean. I think it was like a weird freeze team, but it worked out really well because of all the really high damage. Delali was whatever when I first saw her, but she gels so well with Mavica and she's fun to play with. Yeah, Delali is really comfy to play with. Like, I really like her. She's really good like elemental cryo application. Great shield, of course. And she gives a ton of energy. My goodness. Like, the number of cryo particles she generates is like insane. So, I mean, current meta is literally just Shilonen, Mavica, Silali, so, and Bennett. Like, I keep seeing people write, like, so, which characters from a long time ago are still, like, meta today? And everybody just says Bennett. And I'm like, no, that's not the point. The point is that you're supposed to answer, like, which 5-star characters from the early days are still in the meta. And the correct answer is none of them. To some degree, Kazuha is still around. And I guess people still use Zhongli because Zhongli has been people's crutch for a long time. But the truth of the matter is, I don't think any character in 1.x are really in the meta anymore. Xiangling is still pretty good. Yeah, but we have to exclude the 4-stars. Excluding the 4-stars, because we're talking about just characters that you pull for. You didn't have to pull for Xiangling. When it comes to like you know, choosing your pulls, Xiangling was just if you played enough over time, you got Xiangling and her constellation. So I have the perfect team for Mavica, but didn't pull for her. I remember the same thing happened when New Blood came out. I mean, if you don't like the character, there's no, like, you shouldn't pull it just because of that. I feel like if you do that, then it's even worse. I feel like if you want to pull for meta characters, at least pull for the part of the meta that you like. You know? At least have some reason, right? Like, even if... I always think about it in like like 3 categories. Do I like how the character looks? You know, in terms of like their history, their background, overall appearance. That's one category. Do I like how the character plays? So in terms of like combat, exploration, And then finally is the character like strong. Which is that strictly damage and supporting capabilities. So, and I think like if you're able to get like, you know, yes on all three of those categories, then I would say yeah, that's a must pull for you. But on the flip side, if you can only get like 2 of the 3, that's also not too bad. Like maybe they're better, but you know, at least you can, even if you don't like their design, at least, you know, their combat is pretty smooth. Or even if you don't like their combat, at least their design is pretty nice, kind of thing. But if the only category that it checks the box is meta, then you're not really gonna enjoy the game much because you're basically just being forced to pull for characters you don't like, right? So I hope Navia comes out in second phase so I can save up for her. Yeah, Navia is really nice. Navia is one of those that you know, she might not be meta now, but when she was released, she was actually pretty strong. So her combat is pretty nice. Like overall character design is also top notch, I think. So definitely a good pick. I could see myself pulling for Navia when she came out. I like Arlecchino, and luckily she's really good. Also, she has so many teams, probably the most versatile DPS. So Arlecchino for me is I honestly don't like her like character design, but I do like her combat style and her the fact that she's in the like she has a good place in the meta. So that's kind of why like I wouldn't feel so bad pulling for her, because I have used her a lot in Imaginarium and she does feel really nice to play in combat. I will say I might be a bit biased though, because I do only like use C6 version of Arlecchino in Imaginarium. So I don't know if like the same, I don't know if like she feels just as strong at C0, but I'm guessing she probably does. So what level is your friend's Arlecchino? Probably like level 90 C6 or something. Thing is, there's really no one I dislike except Dory. Yeah, if you have no one that you really dislike, then that might be an issue, but like you can still like rank them though, right? Like I think regardless of whether you like or don't like them, there's always like a ranking in your head, right? That you can always sort of categorize the top. Let's say if you only had to pick 10 characters you like the best, then maybe you just, you know, increase your standard of liking for a bit. Yeah. Yeah, and the Arlecchino that I use, like that person doesn't even play Genshin anymore. He quit Genshin. But the account is still there, and the Arlecchino is still in the you know, support list, so I'm able to like just use them. I will never delete this person off my friends list because I need that Arlecchino. Well, I'll say this: my C0R1 Arlecchino, Candace, Bennett, Kazu, bro. Kazu, bro. Yeah, I don't know why I'm sneezing, but not a new build. That's good to know. I guess, yeah. I'm pretty sure Arlecchino is still really strong, and like how much damage she deals also doesn't sort of change her playstyle. Right, her constellations don't really change her playstyle, right? She's still doing the like E and then do a rotation and then charge attack and then normal attack. That's her general rotation, right? Regardless of constellations. Xiangling, Bennett, Xiangling, right? Yae, Miko, Xiangling, and Xiangling. Those are my 10. Xiangling's pretty good. Okay, but you don't have to pull for Xiangling, so he doesn't need to be on that list. So you don't have to decide to pull for her because she's already in your account, I guess. strong enough to do first sight all around a minute, sometimes even less, even if it's Abyss. That's pretty good. It does include Kazuha though, so... But I would say, like, even if you didn't have Kazuha and you ran, you know, Lanyan or something, it should probably perform almost just as well, I think. Unless you have, like, a... But honestly, Kazuha is only there to apply VV, right? There's nothing else that Kazuha really does. Except for, you know, that specific floor in Abyss. But I would think like even without like a grouping of Kazuha, you can still do it pretty fast because of Arlecchino's damage and AoE, so. His skill gives damage bonus, oh does it? Like damage bonus to the is that damage to the swirl element? Is that what it is? I always thought that was the burst, but maybe it's the skill. I don't know Kazuha's I don't know Kazuha's. Why is this not sorted? Oh, I guess it's sorted by release. No, his skill does not do that. When Hayaburu, its talent does it. Will absorb, it will do 200% damage. Okay. Poetics will grant all... Upon triggering a swirl, will grant all members 0.04 damage for every point of EM. So he translates EM into elemental damage bonus, which is nice. Poetics of Fubutsu. That was a talent, same thing. Skill does swirl. Yeah, but it's not just his skill. All of his other, I guess his burst also, and I guess his PC6, his normal attack will do that as well. Pretty nice. And yeah, I guess his skill, but his skill has two parts too, right? His skill and his plunging on the skill, so you do get it both times, I think. I don't remember, I checked Genshin Optimizer, but PC is off. We haven't gotten a free Kaveh yet? How strange. Kaveh! I'm probably fine with that. Kaveh is definitely a nice character though. I do really like his design. I'm not entirely sure about his combat because I honestly have never really used him in combat. I don't even remember like... Yeah, I don't even remember like any Kaveh type of trial. Maybe there was one during his hangout event. He definitely felt a bit weird on the field. Not quite sure how to use him. But I think he has a pretty nice design. I'm not so sure how good Bloom is though these days. Yes, on the technicality that's right, but a lot of rotations skip bursts. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, because if you only want like elemental application, then because all the 5 stars take like literally 2 seconds to use their burst, which is honestly like a big nerf. It's actually a pretty big nerf because all of my 4 stars like don't do that. I use the 4-star burst as iframes and I'm not like delayed. I'm not like sitting there waiting for an animation. I can quickly go into like a different rotation, into a thunder skill or something. The fact that the 5 stars have a 2-second delay every time they use their burst is actually quite a big nerf. It's kind of wild. Sure, it gives you like a bigger invulnerability window, but you don't really need that long of an invulnerability window. Especially when you have timed events in combat. I miss Chevreuse in the past 3 banners. She's had a rate up. Yeah, Chevreuse is one of those characters that like really unlock a like a team comp that you wouldn't really have without. Mostly because Overload was so bad before Chevreuse. So I mean, I guess it was decent after like some buffs, but it doesn't take the overloaded teams into like Abyss level until Chivalrous came along. It's like Bloom as well, like Nilu with Bloom. 5-star burst animations are long enough to become free iframes unless it's not land boss. I always do it too early on that. I think you know the one animation I'm talking about where he becomes a meteor. Who becomes a meteor? Sorry. Zhongli becomes a meteor? The Natlan boss? Which Natlan boss? The weekly boss? Wait, does he become a meteor? I know he holds a big sword and like destroys the arena, but I don't recall it a meteor. Yeah, if you fail to destroy like 3 eyeballs. Oh. Is that him becoming a meteor or is he just summoning a meteor? I kind of thought it was just him summoning a meteor. But I guess if he becomes a meteor that also kind of makes sense. But if he becomes a meteor, he should just explode and like kill himself, right? You can always look at it yourself. If he becomes a meteor, then why doesn't he just like kill himself when he explodes? That doesn't count. Because you don't seem to have ever experienced it. No, I have got that impact before, but I never like really noticed the animation of what's going on in the sky when that's happening. I've always been more focused on like, oh no, what am I supposed to do now? And trying to iframe that. I think at least early on when I was doing the weekly boss on my own, because there's no way I can actually destroy the 3 eyes in time. So I'm always like sacrificing a character. And I'm always too busy trying to destroy the eyeballs than noticing what's going on in the sky, so... You're probably right. I probably just never noticed what was going on. We definitely need 4-star pity though. Because like... at this point, like... we just need more... I think a lot more people are complaining about it. And with the recent changes they made to the 5-star wish system, I think there's a very good chance they give us 4-star pity. And finally people can get like the 4 stars they want. I purposely stay at AR 50 so the overworld isn't so grindy. It doesn't get worse after AR 50. The which friendship experience you think a maxed out team? Friendship experience I don't think it's like too bad because friendship experience you don't really, how do you put it, like you don't really use resources to get friendship. It's like sort of just a free resource that you get as you use the character, and there's no way to like farm, you know, books that give you friendship, that level up friendship for you. So I wouldn't really consider that a waste. It's more just like it's more of the game telling you to like, if you like a character, use the character, basically. It's supposed to be like a natural progression. Yeah, you can use resin, which is a resource. Yeah, I guess you could use resin, but you can't like, you know, pre-farm friendship. You could like use a bunch of fragile resin, but it's also a sense of like friendship doesn't really give you anything beyond the name card, so and maybe yeah, actually honestly beyond the name card. I don't think you really get anything else with friendship. The reward in AR51 Plus isn't really worth it. You only save like 60 resin every week, which is nothing. Which reward are you talking about here? Like the weekly boss rewards or the I don't entirely remember what happens between AR50. Like you get world level 9, right? Friendship is the most powerful force in this game. True, true. They do say that a lot. Natlan's all about friendship after all. If only like Friendship 10 gave you like extra buffs on the character, that would actually be pretty cool though. Weekly boss and level up material. It's way more than 60 if you're talking about higher world levels. Oh, you do miss out, I think, on like the extra weekly boss drop. Like you do get a guaranteed 2 weekly boss drop, which can be pretty big actually. Plus 1 level up material and then a point. Yeah, that's pretty big actually. Yeah, because of how scarce the weekly boss materials, that's pretty much like almost like a 50% increase, right? In the level up material chances. That's a pretty big spike. I would say like if you're having like trouble with like weekly bosses, like you can always like no, I would be totally down to like help with like co-op weekly bosses and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who can help you out as well. So I would say like don't be too scared of the overworld creep a little bit. You know, we can always get a whale like Brushy to come in with his C6 Sigwin and save the day, you know. Talking to the world's biggest min-max. Now if you're consistent, don't play the game and just want the dailies done, the better quality of life to stay around AR50, not to go higher than. Yeah, I can definitely see that. But I will say like you might be scared because there are like when I initially played, I had the same thought. But honestly, the increase to the difficulty on the overworld was not was a lot less than like after like I tried it a couple times, like it was actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be, if that makes sense. There were a lot of, especially early on, there were a lot of like misinformation being spread around that, oh no, this is a trap, you shouldn't like increase your world level. There was a lot of that. There was a lot of this like I got trapped by increasing my world level misinformation going on, especially really early on in the version 1.x. And I actually bought into that at some point, and it was like, oh yeah, I guess I'm just not gonna increase my world level because I'm like, you know, I can't even do this boss. But I think after a while, I decided to just unlock it anyway, and then I was like, why didn't I do this like 2 months earlier? Because the increase wasn't like that bad. Not a whale, simply a shrimp. What? I just hate that my lower level friends can't visit me if I level up too much. But you can always visit them though, right? I can do the highest level difficulty bosses at AR50. Yeah, and I think these days you can also like lower your world level, if I'm not wrong. You can lower it by 1, so even if you go up and you think it's too high, you can always go back down to your current world level. Like, so I honestly think MiHoYo made that change because a lot of people were like scared of leveling up their world levels. Most people stay around AR50 or 55 just. Yeah, you can only do -1 world level, but typically I think that would be enough. How many world levels are there now? Like 9? Is that right? Is it 50 is 8? Or is it 7? Is AR50 like 7 or 8? I don't remember. It's been a while. I'm at world level 9, so I'm guessing AR50 is probably world level 8, I think. I think 9 is world level 55, right? If I'm not wrong. I will say the world level from 8 to 9 is quite a big jump. So I can definitely understand if you don't want to go from 8 to 9. Or you're too paranoid of someone exploiting something when the servers are already hacked. Wait, what? The servers are hacked? Wait, what's going on? The first I've heard. Are they hacked? Oh wait, I guess there was this like random guy who's going around like dealing like millions of damage. I did see that post on Reddit. It's so weird, right? Like cheating in a single player game, it's kind of weird. Like some people really have nothing to do. The damage check, and they haven't patched Hydro Traveler yet. They haven't patched Hydro Traveler? I thought they did patch that one. The one with the shell lanterns, right? Or is there another glitch on Hydro Traveler? There's worse things happening in the Chinese server. Ironically. I think there's always gonna be people cheating. This is just a matter of them like just banning the accounts in question, right? I think every game has a bit of a cheating issue as well, so I don't think you can like completely escape that. There's always like bad actors around, and the best MiHoYo can do is just find their accounts and ban them. But they should totally be doing that. So you're world level 8, you can freely call it world level 9, exception where you are also allowed to go in a higher world level. Also, you can do -1 to world level and be world level 7 temporary, so world level 6 can visit you. Let's say world level 8 is the best world level to stay at if crop is the biggest concern for you. You can just limit the amount of items that you can get in people's worlds. Oh, okay. So like they create like a bunch of accounts and then you farm a bunch of items in other people's worlds. But overall, farming items are not like that big of an issue, right? Yeah, I guess world level 8 is like the most flexible because then you can co-op with anyone 6, 7, 8, or 9. In that case, if you just go down the world level. But that's only if you want people to come to your world though, right? I think if you're a higher world level, you always have the option to just go to like the lower world level person's world, if that makes sense. The main issue is like you can't have lower level people worlds getting higher level rewards. Because then that's like cheating basically. Like you're accelerating an account at AR1 or something. Or AR20. So okay, let's see here. I think we're done with our artifact run, so we can go ahead and do some exploration. Okay. Was there a treasure chest here? I think there was, and I already cleared it, probably. Also, Auroron is currently on an EM set. I've given up on his personal damage and I decided to just make him an EM driver. Alright, what does this guy want from me? Auroron. Magma Egg Challenge. Get to the geothermal vent, grab the egg, break it open, grab the egg, and bam. What? What is this? No! Oh, there's more here. Whoa. I missed. This guy's a little jank to control, to be honest. I hope Ippa's really good. He's a cheap male fan service of Mizuki. Oh, really? Here's a recipe of craving magma eggs. Here's how to make them. Oh, we get a recipe too. Interesting. Do you really consider Mizuki fan service? I guess he's pretty cute. I feel sad that Mizuki is like on the standard banner and it's like not very good though. Definitely, like for me, like I'm still haven't decided if because we're gonna get the 5-star selector sometime at the end of the summer / start of the fall, I guess, this year. And I'm not entirely sure who I want to pick yet, but Mizuki was on that list before she was released, but I'm not sure about that anymore. I have a feeling I might just go with Kaching or something. Alright. Yeah. Put up the map again. Budget Mizuki ain't no way. Mizuki event was so good. Have you not seen her burst? Isn't she mostly around her skill though? What is her burst even? Oh, her burst is the healing thing, right? Like she drops like the little heals things. And her burst is pretty cute. I don't know if it's any good though, but it's pretty cute. I hope I lose to her since I have a weapon. Which is bound to be super rare like the Tinari. Yeah, the Tinari bow. That will never be seen again, apparently. I think I've already been here before. Let me mark this one done. I like how this one you're supposed to jump with that Patankosaurus, but I can just like grab it like this. Very cool. Okay, let's see if there's anything on this side. Well, it was seen recently during a banner, right? Not recently. Tignari's bow? Really? Was it in the Chronicle Wish? Might have been. It might have been the Chronicle Wish. I'm not sure though. Was Tignari really ever in a Chronicle Wish? It might have been a while. Also, where's my Tatankosaur? I need a Tatank. Oh, there's one over there. I need to like break these things. Yeah, but I thought that Chronicle Wish was a Lee Chronicle Wish recently, so I don't know. I don't think they had a Sumer Chronicle Wish quite yet. If they're having an Inazuma Chronicle Wish though, that would be pretty cool. Alright. Yeah. Treasure chest. I knew there was something. Okay, what else is here? I feel like there's something out there, so because of all these like Holosaurs in here. It was in Monster Chronicle Wish, not the year. Oh yeah, there was a Monster Chronicle Wish. Yeah, I think now I remember. There was a, now that you mentioned it, there was like a Tinaribo in the first, was it the first ever Chronicle Wish? Nope, there's nothing here. Okay, I think we're done in this area. Let's go north from here. It's Inazuma, that's why they're holding back on rerunning characters like Yaya and Ayaka. That makes sense. Yeah, I feel like they had to start doing Chronicle Wish because they realized there were too many characters. And there just weren't enough banners anymore. I would have thought they just introduced a 3-banner system though. Like a 3 banners per patch thing. To solve the problem, but I guess Chronicle Wish can be the 3rd kind of banner. I don't like how Chronicle Wish is sort of like happening when like randomly whenever like MiHoYo wants. So like it would be nice if there was like a schedule so people can like plan for stuff. So like it just feels like it's a bit random right now. Been a while since I used a young Kathor. I got it. Does it make them money? It would be nice if they gave us 30 free previews or something. It would be nice if they give us any amount of free previews, yes. Shorter reruns, triple banners will solve a lot of issues. Maybe there wouldn't even be need for a Chronicle Wish. They probably just ran out of ideas for like who to put in the banner. But keep first run the same length. They're going to time them around holidays to try to maximize on player spending. Yeah, I think the main reason why they didn't want to put 3 banners is because they don't want to dilute the people pulling for the current main sort of character they're promoting. I think that's kind of like the main reason why. Also, there's all this stuff here. We probably need a Thankosaur. There's a Thankosaur nearby. Is that fish? Hold up, is that fish? Is that lava fish? Nani? Can I see this? Is there some... Can you actually do something here? This is interesting. You know they have official Genshin body pillows? I'm not surprised. Well, that's why rerun banner should be shorter, so the featured new 5-star stays on banner longer. Yeah, but it's more of like... Because they know like not everybody... Like they want to like encourage people to spend, right? So... Typically how they do that is they put a 5-star on the banner and then they cater the Abyss to the 5-star. And that's why I think... And I think they've typically done it so that it like the... Like they really cater it to like the 2 characters on the banner. So once you introduce like a 3rd character, it's just gonna be like a lot harder for them to sort of focus, like, because there's only 2 halves of the Abyss, so one is for one character and the other is for the other characters. Unless they're gonna have 3 halves for the Abyss in the future, then maybe they'll put 3 banners. My favorite is Yai. I hope they release one for Raiden. Nice. Nice. Raiden body. Wait, are you talking about the Raiden body pillow? That's pretty good. No idea why this one's catering to Navia. Wait, is it really? Why is your lava bugging out? It's not bugging out. Is it bugging out? Geo skill damage bonus. I guess that is pretty Navia favorite. It's pretty good. Also, what is this? Oh wait, I have an investigate. What is defeat really? Deciman Ponder ceaselessly. A showdown to decide who the strongest is. A battle to sear the sheer cold. Surging searing power shall cause a mighty mountain bond. Yae Publishing House latest work. Book of Five Springs now serialized in a store near you. Oh no, Yae has already made it to Natlan. Also, this is the first time we got separate buffs per side. I saw previous ones applied to both sides. No, it's not the first time. I think the previous one already had separate buffs to both sides. First of all, it was like the first time in the history of Genshin that floor 12 even had buffs. And now they even have like split buffs. Very specific split buffs. Like, I don't mind like 25% geo damage, but it's specifically like 75% geo elemental skill damage. And now you have to think about which of your characters actually deal elemental skill damage as their main source of damage. Yeah, I'm asking when did the split buff start last? I think it was last cycle. Um, but the split buffs have been actually probably have been around for quite some time. Don't remember when it started, but again, it's just a way for them to cater more specifically to a character. So this is it's nowhere near enough. Well, standing up makes it feel even colder. Saved. I was feel the beat. He's on the journey to become the strongest. He's fully immersed himself in hot spring training. I know it sounds creative, but he got this idea from some martial arts book called the Book of Five Springs. You can eventually make cold water boil by using your own intensity. Not even the wildest part, both insane stories of martial arts legends. Like one guy who punched straight through a mountain in one night, another who crushed rocks with gemstones in his bare hands. That's incredible martial arts in the world. Sounds like something straight out of a Yai novel. The collections owned by the Masters of the Night Wind. Wait, did someone steal like Sid Lali's book? Oh no. Oh no. This is a Japanese manga reference? Probably. Or One Punch Man reference? Not weeb enough to know his saber thoughts. That's why he picked this specific hot spring, or rather this cold spring. His goal is to transform the freezing cold water into a true hot spring using nothing but sheer intensity. Wait, it's true, the water is ice cold, but he won't get sick staying in the water for so long, no matter how strong he is. Even if he doesn't get sick, this can't go on forever. A warrior challenge put on hold, everyone's waiting for him to come back. Doesn't have enough intensity. This is so cringe. He won't leave until the water starts boiling. Oh, maybe we can just warm up the water, exactly. We'll get the spring heated up again. Besides, we can't let him sit in freezing water. So we just warm it up for him, and then he thinks that he did it. Perfect. Easy. Why is there a little kid looking at us? Or... Roar, roar. Kyo Kyo, so you were here after all. If you guys hadn't come up when you did, I'd have... What if you gotten hurt? Don't just run it off like that. Again. Okay, ever tried pee? Let's not encourage him to pee in the water. You would have to pee a ton for it to become boiling. And at that point you'll be wondering like something's probably wrong with your pee if you pee and enough to make the water boil. I'll be more worried about what's coming out of you instead. Super full of energy too. Roar roar. Linaha from the people of the springs. I was assigned to take care of this little Koholosaurus. Or more like you, they probably wouldn't run off like that. I was thinking they might have all gone to play near the vents, and it turns out I was right. Hot spring got cold because the little Koholosaurus had the phlogiston vents all blocked up. Actually, there are still 2 more Koholosaurus. I think they're probably hiding at the phlogiston vents. Alright, we'll find them. Of course. You're kind of a legendary adventurer like Paimon. You're amazing. I want to be just like you someday. Alright, I'll leave the next great fight to you, Miss Paimon. You cannot put Paimon on the spot. It's the best dish tonight. Alright, let's get going. Pressurized jet can maybe heat the surrounding waters. Alright. Is intensity really the key? Alright, we're just missing the last one. This is a very weird world quest. Wait. I need to do this. That should be everything. Go find Lenaha. What about this one though? There we go. Got an extra one. That. Alright, Lenaha. If you believe hard enough, just gotta believe. I'm starting to think I really messed up things today. So hot, the intensity is building up. Wow, I really did it. Ah, what incredible intensity. Unbelievable intensity. Ah. What is this guy doing? Someone just faded. Oh no, looks like the master's passed out. He went from like too cold to too hot too quickly. Alright. This is a very interesting world quest. Maybe there's still like some extra events I can pull up. I feel. I think there's still like... There's still this one, right? The purest heat. Oh, I got an achievement for it too. Nice. I knew there was something extra. I knew it. But there were like these extra ones that didn't. Alright, how do you feel now? Something good happened? It's back to normal. Yay. Enjoy yourself. Perfect. This is a nice spot. Restore the hot springs temperature to normal. Is that a real danger to go from cold to hot water really quickly? Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure it is. I think it's the same if you go from like really cold to hot too. Like generally the body doesn't take too well in like extreme. I think like I think you can survive for about like 2 seconds, but like not 2 seconds, like maybe like 2 minutes or so. There was actually like a study for like, I know people up north, like probably like in the Slavic Russian countries, they do this thing called ice bathing, which is like going from like immersing themselves in cold water like for like a really short amount of time, but really quickly. But apparently there's some like health benefits from going from like to like exposing yourself to the extreme like cold. Sounds Scandinavian, yeah. I'm not sure if going from like cold to hot. I've never heard of going from cold to hot though. That one seems dangerous. Does this give me anything, or like why did it just fly me up here? Like, am I supposed to do anything up here? Nani? Alright, I don't see anything up here. Yeah. Like something Vikings would do. Okay, why is there this thing here? Did I never find this one? Go over there and it's above the... I might have gotten this one already, but let me check. Actually, I recall going from cool to hot is really painful. Like shoveling snow and then going inside the wash and even the room temperature. Yeah, I feel like you wouldn't be used. Like taking a shower in the winter time as well. Like you can't like turn the heat all the way up that quickly. You have to like gradually go in. Same is for like when you're, I guess when you're doing like hot springs. I don't know if you've been to a hot spring before, but they generally tell you like don't start from the hottest spring first. Like you go to the warm-up spring first, and then you're gonna sit there and soak for a couple of seconds, and then only like once you're done soaking for a while, then you move on to like the warmer spring, basically. So there's probably some signs to that. I'm not freezing normally in the house, so going to hot showers immediately is alright. Yeah, but I meant like if you were like cold, basically. But even if you're not freezing, like I would still think like, well, then again, in the summertime I tend to not take hot showers. I tend to take cold showers. So, ooh, what is this? This is a new area. Sing ho for the greatness of fat. Fat? What is this? Yes, this quest. Fat quest? Nani? Sounds like another one of these wild quests. There's nothing else here besides this woman, so I guess we'll talk to her. Valiant passerby, you can't order to take Okan, seeking strength. Bunch of meat hits, if you ask me. You're not yet one of those gym addicts obsessed with their daily lifts and bench presses. Oh, this is a scam. Do you hate working out? Kind of looks like it. Well, maybe things are as if muscle worship and claim that a warrior strength flows from them. Nonsense. Heroes of old could never have bodies that were nothing but skin, bones, and muscle. They live far harsher conditions. Kind of makes sense. If you live in a really cold environment, you kind of do need some layers of fat. So to endure real combat, it would maintain a healthy layer of fat for protection. Your physique would have been more like mine. Slightly chubby build is what the heroes of old. Balances impact and agility. People just like I can see the truth. Oh, idiots all. Try out the jar smashing challenge. Set this up. You'll see just how powerful a larger build can be in combat. I guess, yeah, if you're larger, and it's easier for you to just like charge through everything, right? Like a bowling pin. Yo. Come back later and check. What is this? You're still way behind me. I've been rocking for a while now. Agility and impact are way those beyond. Forget chasing. Come celebrate the greatness of fat. I like how we're like anti-fat. We're like fat praising. Come back later and check. Is this time gated? Man. Okay. I guess we'll have to come back later. Where is this so I can do it? Where is... What kind of copium? This is somewhere here on this side. Remnants of the Tanako area. That's funny though. Very nice fat praising going on here. I kind of want to climb up this thing, but I have a feeling that it won't lead anywhere, so... Oh no, okay, maybe... Oh no, no, no. Not like this. Why does it always erupt when I'm in this area? Oh look, it's Patui. Even the Patui are hiding, what the? They're really hiding from the volcano, huh? You know, they even made these like temporary shelters because they knew like they needed. It's time. Hey, welcome in, Leanne. How are you doing? Okay, there is a encampment here that has a pyroc. Oh, this is a Fatui encampment. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Warrant Officer Tatiana. Encroaching. Is this like not Krylor or something? I think I read like a letter that mentioned this person earlier. Somewhere in the North Camp. They're probably related. Oh no, there's a Geo and Time to Stop. That's a hot name. Thank me. Whoa, why are there so many? Whoa! I started this with like only one Fatui and now there's like 5 Fatuis? What in the world is going on, guys? Holy. This woman has a lot of bodyguards. Oh my gosh. It's got like... He like jumped me. Alright, all your cronies are dead. It's just you now. She's pretty tank, honestly. But then again, Mirror Maidens have always been pretty tank. Ever since they started appearing in Abyss, they've always been pretty tank. Alright, lots of random stuff. Tanya, I've heard that you wish to return to the homeland for a family reunion. A reasonable request. You have been here in Nana for some years now. It's hardly proper that you remain a warrant officer. A promotion should be considered. However, you have done your fair share, more may be required. I've arranged for you to take over the duty of Madame Kovalovskaya. I would be well if you made best of this opportunity. Do not feel pressured by this assignment. Situation is urgent, sea route perilous. Dispatch the vessel is quite old. No one can blame you for any mishaps that occur during the journey. Be blameless. Therefore, do as you see fit. You have my backing as surely as I have someone else. I'm sure you can appreciate my meaning. Speaking of which, I visited your family recently. I've arranged for them to be taken care of, and they are doing well. In the meantime, simply focus on your duty. You have disappointed me quite a few times already. See that you see this chance that you have been given. Oh, this is so she was gonna send this letter. This is unsigned, right? Interesting. She had a harem. I'm coming saver reinforcements on the way. Not on PC right now, working hard or what? What's going on? Alright. Definitely need a reinforcement. Oh, there's more Fatui up there, actually. I want to make sure I collect all of these stuff though. Okay, then we can destroy those people up there. Oh, there's more stuff here. What's up? Surprise! The EM actually worked out. Did quite a bit of superconduct damage there. Ooh, there are a lot of bombs here. What happens if I blow it up? It doesn't do anything, never mind. Never mind. We'll just collect our Pyroculi. Oh, there's another treasure chest there, and not only is there a treasure chest there, but there is a shrine. Okay, and another Fatui little camp thing. Oh, this is a Fatui shrine. Oh no, they're bullying like a little penguin. Come on, guys. Don't bully penguins like that. Take that. I'm gonna snipe you from above. Haha, he can't aim up. This gunman can't aim upwards. Noob. Alright, we got him. Also, Mr. Penguin is rescued. How you doing, bro? Alright, I'm gonna follow you because you're gonna give me to a chest, right? You're gonna give me a chest, right, little guy? Well, you're not quite a little guy, you're a big guy. We're gonna follow big guy down here. Yes, keep going. Yep, are we going? Yeah, let's keep going. Oh. Okay. Are we going? Sir? Excuse me, sir? Don't be fat shaming. Did you learn? I'm not fat shaming him. He's a pretty big flow feather bird. He's like taller than Tina. Look at this. Wait, he might be taller than Auroron. This guy's huge actually. What the heck? This guy's like at least like 4 feet taller than Auroron. It's ridiculous. This guy's big. Alright, there are these things down here, so maybe he needs these cleared out of the way. Oh no, it's this guy. Okay, okay. Well, we know how to deal with this guy now, so... Take that. Well, Auroron is actually like super clutch. Because without Auroron, I wouldn't be able to like plunge like that. If I found a lead character, I think you're like, wait, what? Not like this. Is there a new lead character, or they've been around for some time already? This guy also has like materials. I should probably like beat more of these guys up so that I can get there like... I feel like I've been here before though. But why but all these things haven't been cleared? I need like a Tankosaur thing. Is there a Tankosaur in sight? No. No. Wait, there's someone exercising there, what? You guys see that? It's just someone exercising here. What is going on? Wait, what? Hey, sir. Wanna try the rolling boulder trail out? Okay. Ooh, treasure chest, let's go. Oh, he's already here, what the? You're fast, sir. I will try, I'm not sure if it made such easy work, even stronger than I imagined. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the treasure chest. Is there a lead character shorter than Xiao? Yes. And there's literally, I'm talking about the penguin. The penguin shorter? Nah, that can't be right. That was tiny. Insufficient phlogiston. Not like this. Wait, this guy's back here. I was just like... No, I got no more phlogiston. It's gonna take a while. Oh no, where did the bird go? I was clearing the way for him. Where did he go? Bird! Bird! Oh well. He has a... There's literally a cat that flies away. Yeah, we are just gonna mark this on our map as a shrine. Come back to it later. Was there really like no treasure chest to do with that soul feather bird guy? No, there he is, I see him. He's stuck here again. Alright, get out. Bro. What in the... It's actually pretty funny. Me after KBBQ Keck W. How did you get so big? Oh, he's back to normal size now. When you hit him, he inflates. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. This is something, guys. Trust. Okay, maybe it's nothing. Never mind. I thought it was gonna be something here. I'm trusting. Okay, we know where to find him if we ever need him again. I definitely feel like he was meant to go somewhere. Okay. Alright. Last couple of places. How are we? Oh, we're at 84% exploration, guys. Me after buffet. Right? Guys, we're at 84% exploration. You know what that means? Oh wait, we're only 75% here though. Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. Look. It says I'm 84 here. But if I look at the event, it says I'm only 75? Wait, what? Sacred Mountain and Sanctified Land. Oh, the Sacred Mountain counts too. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. For the event one, the Sacred Mountain counts too. Okay. So I do got to do Sacred Mountain exploration too. No. Alright, we'll do it. No, sorry, I didn't mean to anger you guys, but and then there's always this one guy who's like all the way here. Alright. So I think it's up this way. If I got this right. Oh, there's a guy standing there too. I feel like every time there's someone standing here, I need to talk to them. Because there's like some secret thing. Oh, there are a couple of guys, not just... What the camera glitches doesn't say anything. Alright, maybe there's nothing. Oh wait, there is a chest. Nice. Oh, I can cook here too. We got magma eggs. Very interesting. Hold up. There is a tower here. And when there is a tower, there is probably a treasure chest? Question mark? Nope. Also, what is Auroran doing? He's trying his best. What's he doing? Is he actually moving? Cool dance moves, indeed. What he's doing. This is actually pretty hard to hold this position, honestly. Look at this. What? How is he even like... Anyway. Let's go up this way. Looks like there is a Hieroculus here. Oh, it's all the way down there, never mind. I didn't have to come all the way up. Alrighty. So one more Hieroculus down. There's nothing here, right? I really like these like tribal themes. Alright. I missed. Why am I under attack? Oh, he's respawned though. No, it's fine. We got him. Alright. There seems to be... I believe one more... I'm gonna go over here. Looks like there is one more. Let's head out this way, maybe? Let's check the map. Yeah, we kept flying in this direction. Oh, wait a sec. That's not right. This is all the way up. Hold up. Let me see. Means that looking up this way. I want bird. There it is. Yeah, the last Pyroculi. Well, the ones up here anyway. Altar of Toxiomopulia. Holy, this is really cool. Holy. You guys seen this? Whoa. Whoa. What is this? What is this? This is Celestia, guys. What in the... This is insane. Whoa. Look at this. What? That's wild. This is actually wild. Holy. Whoa. Oh, I can't take a picture. Oh, this is really cool. Guys, I'm flying to Celestia. Look at this. I'm flying to Celestia. Remember when Sony had exclusive rights to volumetric clouds in one part of it? Or did they? What? This is super cool though. What the heck? Oh no, we're gonna be in the clouds soon. Oh, we're in the clouds now. Oh well. Dang. Fake sky? False sky? Anyone? Actually false sky. Not real at all. Man, that changes my perspective on that's so huge. Okay. We found that one. I think that's all. No, it's not all the Pyroculi. There's still a couple more Pyroculites. Yeah, they had a slightly different version of Genshin. Also, the character outline were different too. Or wait, really? Character outlines? The lines on character outlines. Lines on character outlines. It looks like there is a... like the black lines. Interesting. Was this before it was released or something? Wait, this is a fighting challenge, right? Whoops, I clicked the wrong button. Oh no. Oh no. I'm getting attacked. Wait, what was that? I was trying to jump, but I accidentally took a fruit instead. I was supposed to use the fruit to kill them. That makes more sense. Never mind. Very nice. Am I supposed to go anywhere else from here? Okay, we got this one. This is where it connects to the people of the springs area. No, they should still have it. Yeah, there's still black lines on the characters. Oh wait, there's like some troll running around thing here. Oh wait, there is a treasure chest here. Perfect. Yeah, that's the what are these? I feel like something with these guys running around here. Never mind, maybe it's just these three guys running around. Nothing special about them. I see more treasure chests. And I don't know what that is. I should probably check that one. Whoa, what happened? Why did something become blue? What? What is this? There's a sign here. Check notes. Training ground. Secret Source Dragon Idol. Begin points. Huh. Barisa, Yansan, Sumek. Barisa pretty strong. What is this? Easy. What is this? Pick up. You casually try to lift the barbell with one hand, it doesn't move. Can I lift it with two hands? Summon the strength of 10 elements of one particularly. Finally managed to lift the barbell from the floor and successfully drop it on your foot. Your toes are now dropping painfully, but the sweet pain totally over your barbados, bro. Pretty funny. What is this, Brushy? Other device, PS5. Oh yeah, the Liyue clouds. Oh, did they look different? I didn't know they looked different on the PS5. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I had no idea they actually look different on the PS5. So it's like you could only use the cool clouds for the PS5 basically. Try some of this fruits aplenty. Ooh, I got a new thing. Does that make me the winner now? Yeah, first place now. Take that. Take that, guys. Easy. There was a video showing black outlines too, but I can't find it anymore. Interesting. So Sony like copyrighted the black outlines? Is that what's happening? Can you actually do that? Or maybe it was just an agreement with Sony to like... They did a lot of weird stuff with the PS5. Like even the fact that like Alloy's bow, the Predator, can only be gotten if you logged in with a PS5. I remember. And I never got the bow because I never, you know, I don't have a PS5. But also the bow only works if you play it on a PS5, which is so weird. Imagine console locking a weapon. Or like an entire like not copyright, just exclusive rights or something, yeah. I need to go up on the right actually. Okay, let's see here. Aha! See another Pyroculus. Like Apple got the rights to 120 FPS mode on Genshin mobile? Oh wow. You got the rights to what? 20 FPS on mobile? Can mobile even see 120 FPS? Oh my god. That's so weird. Wait a sec. You guys are new, aren't you? No, you disappeared. Oh, maybe they're not new. Oh, they are new. Yeah, I got it. It's a new one. I got a new bird, guys. There's another one here too. I think I'm supposed to jump from that ledge. The tanker jump from that ledge. Oh. Is that new? That flying thing? Why do I not remember this flying thing here? Alright, there's another charge event. Oh, this is just gonna let me... Oh no. I wasn't charged up. No! The tanker man! Yeah, the new ones can. Probably what it does won't patch the unlocked FPS workaround that we have on the PC. Huh, interesting. Alright, we got this. Why was that combat music? What was I fighting even? Oh wait, what? Whoa. I keep ramming into this family of Tethankosaurs. Sorry, Tethankosaurs. I will convert you into EXP. Dies from all damage because they legally aren't allowed to give us 160 yet. That's so dumb though. It's so weird how Sony like negotiate these kind of weird deals. Like Sony also negotiated like the exclusivity rights to like the first release of like Final Fantasy VII remake project. And the only thing that it's really done is it hurt the revenue for Final Fantasy because there's so many more PC gamers. There's so many PC gamers who like are never gonna get a PS5. People are basically like, we're like basically getting the PS5 just so they wouldn't get spoiled by everybody else. So dumb. It's so much better for like the game company to just, you know, introduce the features for like all platforms. The fact that like Sony has to go to like these lengths for exclusivity and just generally general exclusivity stuff related to it just shows like how terrible consoles are. Like the fact that they need exclusivity just to make it like, just to give it a bit more value. when it inherently doesn't have any. That's all never buy Sony or Apple, yeah. They inherently don't have any value, so they have to like sign these exclusivity contracts to make them more valuable. It's so dumb. Just have a better product. Just make a better product, Sony. It's key aspects of like anti-competitive practices. Okay, so I do have to mark this. Okay, that's good. Above the water. Did I already do this one? I think I already did this one. Let me fly over there and make sure I did it. Yeah, I don't have any Apple products and I probably never will. But it's... I'm not gonna like stop people from buying Apple products. There's some very good reasons why people still buy Apple, but like it's just not for me. But I will hate on Apple, but I would like hate on people who use Apple. Like, I think people do it for really good reasons. So. Sony though is kind of I don't know. Sony is just kind of sort of ruins everything for some reason. Yeah, I think I already got this Oculus. Just didn't mark it. I might have got this. Oh, the little burbs are here too. Hi, burbs. How's life? You guys are just chilling here. Why are you guys sitting out here while your buddies are out swimming? You guys looking at? I got a pretty good view actually. Not bad. Let's look at our progress this time around. 78! We're so close, guys. I think like I just have to like do a bit of extra exploration on this side of things. You know? But I have like a lot of these areas haven't explored yet. Quite yet. Saber 70 wants to win. When I... You know what? When I get affiliate. Let's go. Questioning the Heart of Flames. Wait, what? I need a Saber wank age? What does that even mean? Sacred Mountain. Where is this? This one, right? Okay. Yeah, there's the Pyroculi on this side of things. Oh, the music here is like notably different too. I see more of those little things I have to charge. What is going on? What the... Holy. Wait, who's healing? You go healing. Get out of here. Okay, this guy just has a pretty big HP bar, but not really a ton of HP. I did this question, it turns into Halo Reach, that means run. Uh-oh. Halo Reach? I don't even know what Halo Reach means, but I've never played that game. But I am definitely being hit by things. I need this thing, right? I need to hit this thing. I need to hit this thing. Nice. That means to run, damn, hope you're good at jumping. Pseudo Star Pedestal. What, more of these guys? Do I need to thank a man again? Can this guy climb up though? This guy can't climb up though. Huh. Holy. Oh, these guys helping us out. Alright, but it does look like Lucky is up, so we're probably gonna switch over. Hope you guys have a pretty good Sunday night. We'll be back again next week. So, I'm like taking damage, aren't I? For some reason. It's 420, yeah, what's up? What about 420? Is there something special about 420? Having a great day already. Don't worry, bro. It is April 20th. Yeah, we're almost summertime. Interestingly. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and start the raid, but thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you, Lehan and Brushy, for being here as always. We'll be back again next week. Hope you guys have a good rest of the night. Take care. Have a good week. And I'll see you guys next time. Alright. Good night, guys. Yeah, good night. Good night, good night.